Hi, welcome. Well, today I'm at Moorabbin in Victoria, Australia, and I'm flying with my son up to Queensland, Southern Airlines. So here we are at Moorabbin Airport. So my son's not back yet, he's in King Island and he'll be flying over shortly. So I'm just going to wait in the waiting room. Okay, just getting ready to board the aircraft. I'm looking forward to this. My son's piloting tonight, so that's what we're heading up in.
Next year is going to be the one of the Thanks again.
Ready to go?
Ready to go.
Go to Brizzy.
Yep.
You off to Brisbane?
We are, sir. Finally.
They just observed something.
Not a bad evening. Okay. Here we go. It's just me out here tonight. stay for a couple of days here. Here we are, Ashfield, Airfield. I was surprised how many lights you could see on the way up, but I couldn't film it. It was just poor visibility, but you could see a lot of small towns and different things like that. I was very surprised. So it's quite mild here. There you go. So we're heading to an Airbnb. I don't know where that is, and I'll see if I film any of that. I'm not sure yet. Anyway, see you in the morning. Hi and good morning. We're in Brisbane and we're staying at an Airbnb. So pretty late checking in last night. We had just pizza for dinner. So I'm just going to show you a quick run around. I'll show you the outside. So this is the apartment we're staying in. So there is a full little kitchen here. A nice sofa, TV. There's an outdoor balcony, a couple of chairs, not a bad view. Beautiful day in Brisbane today. Got a fridge, there's only some milks in it, nothing else. And some dishwashing liquid, a bit of paper towel. So you can actually cook in these apartments, not too bad. So you've got some pots and pans, bowls, oven, nice forks, knives, some plates, and some cooking pots. You've got a toaster, electric kettle, some glasses, some mugs, and there you go, a few little bits and pieces from people that have stayed here before, bits of pasta, salts, you've got a microwave, a couple of drawers, nothing in them. So dishwasher, yeah. So we're pretty well set up. A little coffee thing with some pots, some twinings, coffee pots there. So at the end of the kitchen you've got washer and a dryer, so if you're staying here for a while you can certainly do all your bits and pieces. So I've got a bathroom off the main living room. Toilet and a shower. So you get 4 people in that, gives you the size of it. So James and I stayed here last night, so hence you can see the towels that have been used. Okay, a bit of my bedroom. So you've got a good view. So you've got a spare blanket. And no coat hangers in that side, there's some coat hangers on the other side. So the bed was pretty comfortable. You've got 2 bedside lamps, some tables. Just when you start looking around, so some of the tracks have never been cleaned for ages, so it's a bit, just a bit of untidy stuff, housekeeping. My bathroom. So once again, shower, decent size, get about 4 people in there. There's your toiletries up there. So you've got a few little bits, a couple of towels, toilet, waste bin, And in the mirror, got a hairdryer, a couple of spare toilet rolls, rubbish left behind from previous people, no more rubbish, bottle just empty. And unfortunately, behind the door, all these towels that you see on here, they were left, they're just used towels left from the previous guests, so once again the housekeeping's not very good. So overall, the room's nice, a couple of bits and pieces, but a bit untidy, the housekeeping especially. So I'll just have a look in this room when James gets up. Hi, well, we arrived late last night, so I didn't do any filming really in the evening. So I've just come down to show you where we actually checked the keys. We're staying at this, give you the name of it in a minute. We have to, because it's an Airbnb, you have to check in using these key safes. Which I found last night a little bit of a pain in the backside, trying to find which box was the apartment number. So once you get your key out of the key safe, this is where we're staying, this 555 low, and you have to use a card to get in. So we're staying on the 19th floor. There's no real facilities in the property. Just a couple of lounge areas up here, by the looks. It says there's a library, hey? Small library.
Going up.
On the 19th floor. So it's a bit of a sunny afternoon, and this is the other bedroom. So we did use it last night. As you know, we were pretty late getting here. In this wardrobe, vacuum cleaner, and a couple of spare blankets. That's about it, and some coat hangers. So I'll tell you the price of this later, but the view's actually not too bad. Got the cathedral next door, and it's not a bad day today. So we head back to Melbourne tomorrow. I don't know whether we're going by a commercial flight with Qantas or flying back with Southern Airlines, which James is the captain of. So I'm going to go for a walk this afternoon, so come with me and enjoy. So I've just come down to the ground floor at the rear of the entrance. So you've got an old pub next door, and you've got a quick stop shop just here, which is handy. I'm just going to go down to the river today. Marriott. So it's right near Story Bridge where we're staying. So you've got lots of restaurants on the river. So we'll go for a little wander down there. There we go. How interesting is that? That's how close we are to the Brisbane River. Nice and handy. Story Bridge. And we've got walkways along the front here, so we'll go for a wander. It's a beautiful afternoon. I would say it's about 21 degrees. Beautiful sunny afternoon. So you've got this beautiful boardwalk along the river, and there's lots of little restaurants and things down here that you can go to. Some expensive ones, some low cost, but it is a bit of a tourist trap because you're on the river frontage here. I don't know if I get a chance to go on one of these today or not. We'll see. The smaller one coming in. There's some restaurants right opposite the ferry terminal there. Bit of construction going on down this end. I'm going to go in here and have a shardy, I think. Okay, just stopped at one of this, well, it's quite a big restaurant cafe. So I'm having a shardy this afternoon while my boy's flying. And I don't think he'll be back till about 11 o'clock tonight. So I'm just having a chill afternoon on the banks of the Brisbane River. Okay, lunch snack. Bit of calamari, and I'm having a wine. I just left the Riverside Cafe. Calamari, 2 out of 10. It was terrible, $26. Anyway, tourist trap. Now, we were here last night, I had a pizza. It was very, very late, so we didn't film it. But one of the problems we had was trying to sign in to these things. Nearly impossible to get anyone to serve you, so we had to go to the counter in the end to do our order. So it took us about 20 minutes to get the order through, and another, I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 minutes for the order to come. But other than that, I went to the bar in the end to order at the bar instead of trying to use these QR codes. They still charge you the same amount of money. So go to the bar, don't use the QR code, they might get the message. Anyway, I'm going to go and have a beer. There's quite a big distillery. This one they do all their own beers. So you got the big vats at the back there. I might come back down here tonight and have a pizza. It's a great shot, great view over the Brisbane River. Sorry about the backlight there. Anyway, I'm having a chill afternoon. I'm going to have a beer. So here we go. Cheers. Final day in Brisbane, just going to go for a wander. Got some beautiful old buildings in Brizzy and it's a beautiful day up here today. We're right on the side of I've just been in the centre of town, very busy this morning, it's peak hour. There's the river just over there. We'll go for a wander. Treasury Hotel. If I can find a few pictures, we stayed there a few years ago now. Lovely old property, restored, really nice. Just got to find a way to get across to the boardwalk on the river. Maybe down here, I think. It's looking good. Walking along by the river at the moment. We've got some fantastic walkways underneath the roadway there. Not been here before, not a clue where I'm going. On the other side of the river opposite that Heritage Hotel you've got the big entertainment precinct there. We do all the live shows and concert performances, so it's only a 5-minute walk across the river if you decided to stay at the Heritage property. Beautiful property and really central to everything, central to town, and the ferry's on the river. How good is that? I'm going to keep walking around the boardwalk today. And I've got a late flight back to Melbourne tonight, about 8:30. With my son, James is flying all day today. So I think they'll finish at about 5 o'clock and then we'll meet up at Brisbane Airport. There's some lovely walks along here. So everything's well signposted, easy to find your way around. The other thing that's good, you've got designated bike-only tracks too beside the river here, which is fantastic. You don't have to worry about getting knocked over on the old bikes and scooters. And it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you always get sirens. So enjoying my little walk along the boardwalk this morning. Just come across another seated area. Have a look at this. You'll see it, there we are. So it tells you all the different species of birds that are in the area. We've got it well set up, lots of information points along the way, lots of seating areas and lots of hop on off places with the ferry, as you can see. Hard to believe we're in the middle of Brisbane City. So this is running around the outskirts of the Botanical Gardens now. This looks like an old section of boardwalk, and it's running around the edge of the Botanical Gardens in the centre of town, right next to the river. So everything seems very accessible. And keep walking. So I've just walked along that waterfront there, and I've just come around onto a footbridge which brings us back down onto the river. It's a great day here. Must be time to go and have a coffee, I think. Had a busy morning walking along the boardwalk there around the back of the Botanical Gardens on the Brisbane River. So just stopped for a coffee and I'm enjoying the view. It's a great spot. This is where I was yesterday for lunch, so might have lunch here again today. Come right around underneath the Story Bridge, and as you can see behind me, we've got a few boutique breweries happening here. We'll just kind of have a quick look. See the big brewery over on that far side. Some outdoor seating areas. We've got Fallon's Brewing here, small boutique brewery. imagine this would be very, very popular on a Friday, and Saturday, Sundays would be packed. So this is Fallon's Brewery, the next one. So they're all little boutique, well, not little, they're quite big breweries by the looks. Got outdoor beer gardens, you can get fish and chips here. All these seating areas. Have a look at the bats. How good is that? Three big breweries just over near the bridge there. Fantastic views.
They run it as a stylistic accessory on the outside, and the wires connect and speak on the outside. It is hideous.
Hi, well that concludes the end of Brisbane visit, and we're right at the Qantas Lounge. It's about 7:30 in the evening. It's the first time I've been in this lounge. I'm a little bit disappointed. Everywhere you look, nothing's been picked up. Glasses, tables are dirty. Not been in this lounge before. We've got some lasagna there, and some salad. That's pretty basic. The coffee machine was out of order, but there was a coffee machine at the bar. Had a coffee, but Qantas business class lounge is near here, which is a lot nicer. So it's a bit disappointing. What?
Hello, Qantas 555. Your service to Sydney. Now boarding at gate 17.
There didn't seem to be anybody cleaning up or anything like that. It was very minimal. All the tables are a mess. And same here, glasses on all the tables. So if you're spending money to be in the Qantas Club, it's very disappointing, even over the back here. Anyway, I'm not going to film the flight back, so that concludes this trip. If you enjoyed the content, please subscribe. That would help me out a lot, and I'd really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.